Hey guys, it is Andrew here with the Junkyard Jawa Cast. Joining me today is our fabulous co-host Joe.
Hello, Andrew. Good evening, everyone.
Hello, good evening. Yeah, I guess it is evening. The sun has already started to set here in Georgia, meaning that it is 5 o'clock and depressing. I love the winter. Um,
Yes, always depressing whenever the sun goes down at 5.
yeah, it's like I haven't eaten dinner yet and the sun's down. That's awesome. I love it. I love that feeling. Hey, Chules34, thanks for the follow. Today we've got a great top 8 matchup for the Upside Down between Dylan Fernandez and Craig Walker. Craig is representing the great country continent of Australia. Meanwhile, Dylan is representing SoCal. So, not pretty
Good old
big difference.
SoCal.
Yeah, pretty big difference between the two players here. But that's the magic of the internet, right? Um, on the left, we have Dylan, who's playing, he is the 11th seed. He is playing thatheatseeker.com. Hey, thanks for the follow. I don't know if you are a bot, but that has a very bot name. That theheatseeker.com. I don't know. Either way,
Yeah,
thanks for the follow.
it does sound very, very bottish, but we'll take it.
We'll take it. Yeah, I'll take any follows we can get. Um, don't worry, Chules. The Upside Down is a weird format. It's not like it's something that you should have been, prepared for.
Don't
As
worry, I went 1-4.
Mhm. Me too. 0-5. Hey, Healy, what's going on? So the Upside Down, for those of you who don't know, is a format for X-Wing Second Edition, when instead of normal initiative, which goes, the ones move first and the twos and so on and so forth, it is flipped. So the sixes are going to move first, the fives, the fours, so on and so forth. So it gives you a chance to fly some lower initiative pilots that you're not going to see very often. And we've seen some pretty cool lists in this format. But what we've got here is two 5-ship lists between the Separatist and the Resistance. I think Dylan may be one of the few Separatist players who are in the cut still. Maybe the only one. I'm not quite sure. Let me double check that really quick.
Yeah, but the Separatists kind of they kind of have it set up for this
Yeah,
this system, this type of tournament.
right. The only thing they had going against them was the fact that you can't fly generics.
Yeah,
So that
yeah.
had to limit it, but you can still fly the multiple limited pilots, such as the Bactoid prototype. You can only
hmm
just only one of them. And yeah, Dylan is the one Separatist player still in the running. He was the only one to make cut actually, so interesting. But his list we've got though. I'm glad you had fun, Jules. Two of those losses I had to concede. Yeah, we had some rough timing with this tournament. There's a lot of like weather related incidents happening around the country that kind of left people unable to play. But that is what happens sometimes. Um,
My one win was from a concession. So
there you go.
yeah.
Um, but on Dylan's side, let's go over the list. We have the DGS 047 HMP droid. DGS 047, one of the best HMPs for one more point than the generic I-1. After you perform an attack, if the defender's in your front arc, you may acquire a lock on it. Then if it's in your bullseye arc, it gains a strain. It's very powerful when he's shooting first. That way you get that extra rerolls for the other HMPs, if you had any. And you can even give out strains. Dylan's also got the Hor Chal prototype Vulture Droid, which is after an enemy ship in your bullseye, range 0 to 2, declares another friendly ship as a defender. You may calculate or lock. We've got a Bactoid prototype with fire control systems and proton rockets. And Bactoid prototype is why you perform a special attack. If a friendly ship with the network calculation ship ability has a lock on the defender, you can ignore the requirement of the attack. So since these things can't focus, he's going to have to use that ship ability to use proton rockets. Finally, the last two ships, rather, not finally yet, we have DFS 311, the Vulture Droid that gets to transfer calculate tokens to others. You'll probably see him transfer that to the HMP, considering the HMP can't share calculates like the rest of these droids can. And we have Gorgle in the Nantex, which during the system phase you may gain one disarm token and choose a friendly ship at range 1 to 2. If you do, it gains a tractor token, then repairs one of its face-up ship trait damage cards. That can be very useful in this game to get rid of something like a structural damage or a damaged engine if needed. Um, And of course, the HMP is loaded out with Discord's energy shell charges, Kraken, a shield upgrade, and Season Navigator, which will let him do whatever. And of course, the config that lets him side slip around. I've been practicing the side slip HMPs for the Renegades team tournament coming up, and I gotta say, it is so much fun. The
Yeah,
side slip's just
the first CIS list I've ever played in my entire life was with the HMPs, and it was a lot of fun. I had two HMPs and just doing those crazy side slips. I'm
yep,
just like, so you think I'm gonna be here, but
yes,
actually I'm way over here.
it's
And
super fun.
my opponent was just like, what the heck's going
Yeah,
on here? And
Chul's
Chul,
actually.
the answer is yes.
There
The
you go.
player who conceded to me was Matthew Leclerc.
That might have been you then. Um, Chul's also, by the way, the Buzzroids was a we did change that in the rules. They engage at initiative 7, so they still engage last, just because the I0 engagement does make a big difference. I hope that didn't make too much of a difference in the games you played. Healy, or Ravenwing, I gotta say, the fact you weren't following us before is a little disappointing, considering you've been on stream before as a co-host. What are you doing?
I did find that kind of weird.
Yeah, what's he doing?
I don't know.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know. I mean,
I have to demote him. I know,
yeah.
he says. Timer is starting. We're going to get underway. As we start moving, Joe, do you want to go over the resistance list?
Yes, I will go ahead and go over that, Andrew. So we have 3 T-70 X-Wings and 2 of the transport pods. And the transport pods, we have Rose Tico, which while you defend or perform an attack, you may re-roll up to 1 of your results for each other friendly ship in the attack arc. So what that means is that whenever she's attacking, however many friendly ships is in her arc, she can re-roll. And whenever she's defending, however many friendly ships of hers is in the attacker's arc, can re-roll. So I know that there's been some confusion with that before. With her is Heroic, and I think we all know what Heroic is. I love Heroic. I had it proc for me like 5 times the last time I put Resistance on the board. It was crazy.
The thing about Heroic that people always like give it crap for is like it's so cheap, but at the same time, if you're taking a 2-point card that may never proc, I mean, if it's not 1 point, you're not going to see it played. So
yeah.
Um,
And then, yeah, Heroic!
yeah,
All
exactly.
Then the other pod, we have BB-8, which is during the system phase, you may perform a red barrel roll or boost action. So with that, you might see him try to reposition before moving, get the blue maneuver in there, and then perform another action after moving. Then we get into the 3 T-70s. We have Lieutenant Bastion, and these are all naked except for the configuration. You have Lieutenant Bastion. After a ship at range 1 and 2 is dealt a damage card, you may acquire a lock on that ship. You have Jess Pava. While you defend or perform an attack, you may spend 1 charge or 1 non-recurring charge from your equipped droid upgrade to reroll up to 1 dice for each other friendly ship at range 0 to 1. I'm kind of surprised that he doesn't have a BB Astromech on.
Yeah, she
Jess.
really wants a BB up there. I imagine he just ran out of points. He's at max, so.
Yeah. And then after you fully execute this is on J. Chris Tubbs. After you fully execute a blue maneuver, you may choose a friendly ship at range 0 to 1. If you do, that ship removes 1 stress token. On a previous stream, we actually saw that proc to where the player flying J. Chris went through a debris field and was able to remove the stress from J. Chris that way he could take an action after going through debris cloud.
Yep, that was I believe Kyle did that last time we streamed.
Yep, that was Kyle.
And we're actually going to be streaming his match later tonight, so stay tuned. He's playing, I believe Josh Orlinski. I could be wrong.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yep. That is correct.
So he and Josh will be playing later, and I'm looking forward to that one too. We got some good top 8 matches going on today. Yeah, Starboard Slash saying that the same way. You've got to really shout Starboard Slash. It's like it's activating your trap card, like haha.
Yeah,
you fool.
Whatever anime you decide to choose,
yes,
just do it.
Exactly. We see Kraken already using it to keep those calculates on the HMP, the DFS 311, and of course the Hyena Bomber, the Bactoid prototype. The way Dyllan has Gorgle out here, he has him as a flanker. I wonder if he's going to try to get him, keep him there, or eventually bring him closer to the pack. The flanker notion with him, I guess it makes sense. If you're ignoring him, then you're looking after the rest of these 4 droids. And then he can kind of come in and do his thing. But if you're not, then the same thing happens.
One thing that I'm kind of interested in is how kitted out he has the HMP droid ship.
Yeah.
I feel like
it's a lot of points for one ship in this list where everything's really efficient, and you've got 65 points in one ship.
Hey, he has 65 points, and the next closest that I can see is 36.
Yeah.
So you almost double your second highest point total.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, Separatists are such a faction of cheap, efficient ships that you can lose some and it doesn't matter. That when you've got a really kitted out ship like this, it does maybe make you play, maybe makes it a bit of a liability. We'll see if that rings true in this list. I've got a feeling that I think the points are worth it on a ship that can sideslip and it's moving last. He can move around its opponent. I think he can keep it out of danger for the most part. And it's got a lot of beef to it. The way you you got to think about these things is a little bit of a weaker B-wing. Just with like the health ratio, it's almost the same. With the health and agility, the B-wings just have 1 more shield, 1 fewer hull. But the sidestep ability is just very good at avoiding conflict when you need to get out of a fight.
Yes.
And you can even stay at time on target when doing that too. So.
That's exactly what happened whenever I actually have my local game store that allows people to come in and actually put ships on tables.
Very nice.
So I actually put the ships on the table, and I was just like, this is ridiculous.
Pausing timer.
And crazy. And awesome.
Okay, we are pausing the timer. What is going wrong here? 11.
Do you want me to jump in and ask them?
Yeah, go jump in and see what the issue is. See if we can't resolve it.
All right.
While he's gone, his comp is acting up, pausing. Okay, there you go. Never mind, I got the answer. I got the answer as soon as he said that. Hopefully he'll come back soon. Super casual, very nice. But in the meantime, we will be raffling off a ship during this stream. Whoops, I can clear that out. We've got 2 ships left. As you know, Jeremy did win the Mystery Machine Ghost the other day. Hopefully we can get someone who's here to get it to win again. But we'll be doing either the Banshee or the 2 HMPs. I actually think we're going to do the HMPs. We'll do the HMP today, the 2 pumpkin ones, just because we've got an HMP on the table. So we'll do that one first. Denfro, to answer your question, the Bactoid prototype says, while you perform a special attack, if a friendly ship with the network calculation ship ability has a lock on the defender, you may ignore the focus, calculate, or lock requirement of that attack. So what you'll see is you'll probably see the HMP shoot first, and after he shoots, he'll get the lock onto whatever defender you want to shoot the procket at, and then you can ignore that requirement and shoot your 5 dice at range 2 potentially. Or even if you have a calculate on him, it counts. Or I'm sorry, target lock on him, it counts. So not the worst thing. What you can do with these things, I've seen people, because they have 2 missile slots, you can run barrage on the Bactoids, and if they get a lock, they can still use the barrage rockets. It's okay, I think. Obviously, you want that focus still, but the barrage rockets are they're always good. There's a reason they're 8 points and take 2 missile slots. They're a very good missile. Yeah, it is sneaky. I agree with that. But I think the thing Craig has going for him right now is, with the exception of those 2 pods, these 3 T-70s have a lot of health between them.
Yes,
And they can outlast some of these more dangerous shots if needed, like 2 energy shell charges or the 3 energy shell charges, and the procket. The scary thing would be those pods can both pop pretty quick, so you're gonna have to be pretty cagey with them. Even with rerolls, I mean, with Rose, it's still hard, but BB-8 can get around the opponent with that free system phase boost or barrel roll. So we'll see how that works.
And the crazy thing is, he has 3 I3s, which are pretty much, for all intents and purposes, I4s. In this list for Craig, with 1 I6 and 1 I5, while Dyllan here has, what is it?
4 I1s?
Four 4 I1s, which turn into I6s and an I5.
Yeah. I mean, that's really good. Yeah, the potential to initiative kill is going to be super high here.
Mm-hmm.
We'll see how well that goes. But I wonder who your first target is if you're Dyllan right now. Who are you going to try to get that procket off against? I mean, I think Tubbs is. I don't know. You know, you want to get the high initiative off first, so you don't have to deal with them trying to, you don't have to deal with any kind of advanced maneuvering, so they don't outmaneuver you.
Mm-hmm.
But just Pava, even with the one charge, is still super scary. I mean, we're talking about a double modded shot constantly, as long as she gets a focus.
So we have Craig coming back in.
Cool.
So he's having some computer issues right now.
Yeah, this is what happens when you try to play someone from when you're in SoCal and try to play someone from Australia. Like I said, the magic of the internet is great, but at the same time, it's also inconvenient at times.
Mm-hmm.
And Craig was lamenting us the notoriously bad Australian internet, apparently. Something I was I did not know about, unsure of, but
yeah. So I'm kind of taking into consideration of possibly downgrading my internet, but at the same time, I have such great internet that I don't want to downgrade it.
I'm paying too much.
It's great.
Yeah, I'm paying too much for my internet. I know it, but I don't want to downgrade it either because I use the internet for so much between working and streaming media and whatever that I don't want to deal with the data cap. So it's like I have to pay more to make sure I don't get the data cap, and it's so frustrating. But oh man, AT&T, what are you gonna do?
So I had AT&T internet while I lived in Colombia, but I move around a lot, sadly. And whenever I came to Missouri, it's pretty much in the middle of nowhere.
Yeah.
And I'm not kidding. It's literally called Fort Lost in the Woods, Missouri. So I'm literally lost in the woods.
Nice.
And so they have like 2 internet providers.
Yeah.
And both of them are so bad.
Yeah, that sounds about right.
There's no competition because they're both so bad.
Course. And of course.
You just kind of shut your eyes, count, tell someone to pick a number between 1 and 10.
Yeah, eeny, meeny, miny, mo, and just go with that one.
Exactly.
Yep. That's the thing about internet providers is there's just very little competition, generally speaking. So it's like, well, I guess I'm going with your choices are a rock or a hard place. Which one would you prefer? So, thanks for bearing with us, everyone, while we get this internet issue figured out. Think we're back up to speed, maybe?
Yeah, it looks like Dyllan is deleting his.
Yeah, we're gonna get rid of the ghost ships. So everyone, look at the ghost ships now while we can. Very cool textures, very cool. Everything about them is really neat, and unfortunately, they are going to go.
Yeah, they're going to go bye-bye.
I was gonna say that his internet just doesn't seem to like him, so it happens. But yeah, my options are AT&T or Comcast, and either way, I'm like, well, either way, it's a bummer. I'm about a mile outside of the range of Google Fiber right now, which is a bummer. Google Fiber is in my area, but it's just out of where I live, so it's like, oh man, I'm so close. I'm so close to the good internet.
It's like, here, I'll help you dig. I'll bring a shovel out and help you dig the line down
Yeah,
here.
exactly. Yeah, I'll dig it, man. Just bring it here. I'll dig the line myself. Oh man.
And the bad thing is, I have people, other internet providers that support around here, and you try to call them and talk to them, be like, hey, what about this or this or this?
Oh yeah.
Like, yeah, we're not even going to try and come out here to see if we can provide you service. We're just not. We we know we can't.
Oh
And it's
yeah, I
like,
know.
but come out here and see. They're like, nah, we're good. I'm like, okay,
Yeah,
watch
I
your
know.
business.
The thing that frustrates me. So my in-laws used to have when my brother-in-law, both my brother-in-laws were still living with them. They had um, they had business class insurance, or
Mm-hmm.
not insurance. I'm sorry, business class internet. Because just if there were any issues with it, they could just get support so much faster. Because with the business class, they were like, "Oh yeah, we'll get you figured out." When it's like, with the in regards to regular internet, it's like, who are you? Why should we help you? It's like I see you paid your bill on time, but like, do we really care? Not really.
I don't even know who you are.
Yeah, exactly. Insert meme. Uh,
So you're dealing with the monopoly tools.
hey, looks like we have started. Excellent. And I'm gonna wait 3 more seconds so I can match up with the game timer. And we did it. Good job, team. Cool. So we'll go back to the game.
Yes.
Verizon, has basically stopped others from coming to my town. Ugh, I hate that. I hate how internet providers can just do that, where it's like, oh, you want competition? No, 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 no. We're good.
Nay.
Yeah.
Not gonna happen.
Yeah, you can have that town over here. We'll take this town, and neither one of us will meet. Never the twain shall cross paths. Oh man. Um, sneaky, sneaky. Uh, so we see Resistance Squad slowly moving up the right side of the board. I think that makes sense. I don't know you'll be able to drag Dyllan through this gas cloud field the way you want to try to separate the swarm. But you can at least get out of the way of it yourself, to where now you won't have to worry about trying to fight and joust in between these gas clouds if you don't want to.
Yeah. And then that's here saying that everyone but him
Yeah.
has fiber, and he gets 25 megabytes per second.
Yep, I feel it. That's exactly where I'm at. That's exactly where I'm at, Jeremy.
Super duper fast internet, I
Yeah.
see.
Yeah, I'm right close to fire, but my apartment complex is like, nope. Single. You got AT&T or Comcast for this one, and AT&T says they're like, you've got AT&T 100, so it's just 100 megabits a second, and I'm like, I've never seen over like 20. Like, where are you getting your numbers from, guys? Oh man.
So now they're having difficulty grabbing the mark. There we go.
We got it. There we go. Positive conflicts across the 2-lane street fiber. Oh, that stinks. Yeah, that's a bummer. So Gorgel has a pretty good flanking path set up for him. He can go like a 5 straight next turn and really get right behind him. I'd be interested to see how hard he's pushing the outside on this. The T-70s can't really punish him for doing so at the moment. It's not like they have any bombs or anything like that. Oh, but Tubbs is a 4K. Interesting. Tubbs might be trying to prevent that.
Like, hey, look, man.
You want to joust?
That.
Yeah, you want to joust? Let's joust. I get the same number of attack dice and more, and I've got more health than you do. More shields. Let's do it, buddy. Let's dance.
No.
We've got the droids coming in.
So what happened whenever he deleted the ghost ships?
Mm-hmm.
He never reassigned dials.
Oh, well, Yeah. All right. It
So
happens.
now he has to reassign all the dials.
Hmm. Yeah, that happens. The one thing I do not like about BB-8's ability in the pod is during the system phase you can do this. So like his ability is good, but doing a red barrel roll or boost during the system phase is just a little underwhelming. I think if it was wet, I think if it was either red or if it was during the activation phase, he'd be a lot better because he's kind of
Mm-hmm.
it's similar to Sabine. So if it was a little more similar in the way that you could be like, it's not red or it's during activation. Holy crap! Hexile Gaming, uh, Hexile is raiding with a party of 42. Hey guys, what's going on? Cold hard facts. Woo!
Woo.
How about that? Welcome to the Junkyard Jawa cast. We are streaming the Upside Down. Trigger Happy Taco with the follow. Thank you, sir.
Thank you,
Seeing
thank you.
seeing all of these familiar names here. We've got Mr. Rocker Crocker, Funwalk, Catherine Nixera, all of these great, these fantastic, fun people. Go check out Cold Hard Facts too if you guys want some Squadrons action. He's been playing Squadrons quite a bit on stream. Epionic, hey, what's going on, man? Um, Heavyweights, yeah. Yeah, we got Upside Down here, so if you're not familiar with the
Yep.
format, we've got uh, the initiative order is flipped, so I1s are moving last. We are
We
in the.
quite literally have heavyweights.
Yeah, exactly. These debris clouds are trippy. Yeah, so
Yes.
um, what you guys missed is Dyllan Fernandez, his whole squad had this kind of ghostly texture to him. It is a Halloween themed event, so it was supposed to be a ghost costume here, but unfortunately, um, we're playing with Craig Walker, who is in Australia, and the Australian internet overlords have decided that um, we cannot have our fancy skins. So we have reverted back to the regular ones, but our gas clouds are still fun. Um, so yeah, Halloween event. We've got a bunch of Halloween themed alt arts. Some really cool stuff.
Yes.
We pausing timer again?
Yeah, I think
No.
that's
Okay, never mind. We unpaused it.
uh,
Maybe.
yeah.
Hey, Funwalk, thanks for the follow. Um, we've got two teams going to that. I know Hexile has three teams, I believe, in the Renegades team champ
I
on the team
think
competition.
so.
We're sending
Two or three.
us Jawas are sending two of them, so we'll see you guys there. Hex has three. Yeah, Crocker was recruiting a bunch of them. Saw him over in Nickel City trying to grab Catherine and a few other people, just to complain about Halloween stuff being done. Hey, uh, Hexile, I think you're in. Are you in the Jawa Discord? I'm not sure if you are, Steven. Maybe you are. If you want to send me, I'm Andrew L. If you want to send me a message, I can hook you up with some of our Halloween alt arts. You can give away on stream or just keep them for yourself. Up to you. Send me a DM and we can get that working. Link to the
Yes,
workshop. Fingers, I think Dyllan made them himself. I don't know if there's a link.
yes. I don't know about that either.
Um, yeah, Dyllan is the one who
Yeah.
made these. Dyllan Fernandez, our player here on the left. Um, he's around. You can ask him. He's probably in the Hexile Discord. If I had to imagine, he's in most of the X-Wing Discords. He's a very good player and a cool dude. So, and Scott already got that DM sent. Perfect. I will answer that after stream. I promise. DMs are bust. I really do like the way that Dyllan has set up Gorgo right now, though. I think he's got a really good flanking path set up on the outskirts of those of the gas clouds.
Yes, I just don't know if one ship after Gorgle would be enough.
Yeah,
Really.
I wonder what Tubbs' plan is. Um, it's interesting to do like the 1v1 on because you've got a 4v4 lined up here between the droids and the resistance list. Meanwhile, you've got a 1v1 on Gorgle and Tubbs. I don't know if that's the best move. I honestly think I would ignore Gorgle for as much damage as he can do. Having a ship advantage in this first joust is going to help you a lot.
Mm-hmm.
Especially because you can potentially lose both of these pods if you get lucky, or if Dylan gets lucky rather.
Yeah. I was
Um,
about to say I don't think Craig would think he's lucky if he
yeah,
got
you would think that
locked
was
into these
quite
spots.
unlucky, I imagine. Um, but if Dylan gets lucky, he can take out both of these pods pretty quick. So I'm going to be
Yes.
interested to see how this lines up. Um, BB-8 can still do some shenanigans with that system phase barrel roll boost. So he
Except
might.
for no barrel roll for
Well, yeah,
BB-8 at
no
least.
barrel roll right now. He can still boost and try to get in there a little faster if needed. I imagine you're going to see some range 3 shots. I almost wonder if you keep the pods back for this first turn and just let the X-Wings go forward, use their beef to their advantage,
Mm-hmm.
and just keep the pods kind of behind the gas clouds. I don't know what the best play is here.
Yeah, but the range
Um,
3 shots won't really help anyways, cause Dylan here has the energy shell charges
yeah,
on pretty much every one of his ships except for the Factoid prototype.
yeah, and he's got Prockets instead. We see
Yeah,
Jess is flipping up open air S foils. It's a 3 forward, kind of maybe boost. Looks like he's trying to boost. Looks like the dial's acting up a little bit. Oh goodness. Yeah, there he goes. One thing about
Ooh.
playing one thing about playing online sometimes is like, oh yeah, just I would love to do my action, but then it says no. BB-8 did the boost at the wrong time. It still would have fit, so I'm not going to do anything about that, but it's fine. So it should be a system phase boost. He instead did start of activation, but it still would have fit the way he did it, so it doesn't matter a whole lot. I guess it could have bumped Jen. No, it wouldn't have bumped Jen. Jess Pata. Catherine Blended, thank you guys for the follows. Yeah, we actually have a double header going on tonight. Toby Z, welcome for that. Welcome for that follow. Welcome to the junkyard. We have a double header tonight. We've got another game at 7:30 between another resistance list and I don't know what Josh is flying. Let me find out. He's flying a rebel list, which is the resistance list. I believe it's Rose and a couple T70s. No,
yep.
it's Rose, Finn,
That's
Bastion.
Kyle's list.
Yeah,
That's Kyle's
Kyle's
list.
Rose, Finn, Bastion, Tubbs, and I think that's it. It's 4 ships.
Spin
Oh
Bastion
no, Bucket.
Tubbs.
Bucket is there too.
A bucket,
Yep.
yes.
And he's playing Josh Orlinski flying Benthic 2 tubes, Edgero 2 tubes, AP5, and Chopper in the VCX. Toby,
That one was kind of interesting.
yeah, there's a
Whatever I
lot.
thought.
There's a lot of the 2 tubes in this format.
Yeah, I flew 2 tubes and it did not work out well.
Yeah, yeah. It's funny, like
So
everyone, almost all the Rebel lists have either the 2 tubes or AP5, or more likely both. You see Tubbs doing a 3 straight, clearing your stress, going to do a boost, opening those foils as well.
try and get that range.
Yep. Maybe
Gorgle.
try. Yeah, maybe hitting Gorgle. Gorgle has a turret to the front, so he might get a return shot, but you're rolling more dice, so you don't care that much. The Bactoid has, I believe he has BB-8 in bullseye range, which is a little scary right now if you are Craig, I think, because that Procket can delete that ship very fast.
Yes.
Nope. Hold on one second.
Went down from 40 tubes to 4 tubes and cut. Very, very good. Very, very good explanation there, Denfro. And there were a lot of cool lists. I do know that just kind of answering Toby Z here about the cool lists in regards to this format. Yes, a lot of the Rebel players brought in the 2 Tubes brothers with AP5. Couldn't bring in the Wookiees
No,
because again this format you
no,
could
no.
only
Yeah,
have
there are no generics,
pretty
only
much
named
limited
pilots.
pilots.
Yep.
And for the CIS, you could only have one of each type. So if it had 3 dots, you could only have one from those. There have definitely been a lot of interesting. I know one list I played against, and I was not happy, just because it was just ridiculous. It was crazy. Um, he had one was Rourke Garnet, so he killed 2 or 3 of my ships by
Mm-hmm.
turning my own my ships to I-7.
Yep. So
So he
the ruling,
killed
since you engage,
Idrio that way. He
yep.
killed Arvel that way, and I was just like, "Wow,
Since you engage,
this is hurt.
since you
This is hurting."
engage,
And he will be firing the prockets based off his ability. Talking to
oh, I'm muted.
H. Milesh, the Bactoid prototype. While you perform a special attack, if a friendly ship with the network calculation ship ability has a lock on a defender, you may ignore the focus, calculate, or target lock requirement of that attack. So
The
that's the reason why he'll be able to do that.
the interesting thing about Rorik and Torkel and the Hawks in this format is they basically switch places. Here we see a Discord being launched, Buzz droids being launched from the HMP, but they basically switch roles where one was, oh, I always love that noise of the tokens being launched in TTS.
Yes.
One makes you engage last, one makes you engage first. Torkel now makes you engage first, and Rorik makes you engage last. So, thanks for checking out, Matt. Thanks for hanging out. Have fun at work.
Yes. But H. Milesh, just the Bactoid prototype bomber's ability allows him to be able to use prockets.
Yeah. You can also use I've always thought about trying barrage rockets on these guys, just because I like barrage rockets, and they're the only hyenas I can take them because they're the only ones with the double missile slot. I just don't know how good barrage is on these guys. Hopefully for Craig's sake, the procket isn't that good. But we'll have to see. We've got DGS engaging first. DGS has such a phenomenal ability. I love this HMP. Just the chassis in general, but this ability especially is so good. He's going to be shooting Pava. Does he have a lock? Whose lock is that?
That's the Hayward Chaw prototype.
Got it. The Hayward Chaw prototype. Got it. Cool.
But he gets to use any lock that he wants to be able to reroll.
Yes. He's going to go after BB-8. Spending in the energy shell charges 3 dice. And that's what you needed. Ooh. If you're Craig, that's what you needed. He gets 1 reroll for the network Dame ability, and it gives him a that's a real bummer of a shot right there.
Yes, but he can spin the calculate, turn it into a crit. Granted, it'll plink against the shield if Craig's able to roll the squiggles.
I almost wondered if you just saved the calculate for defense. I mean, you've got Kraken, so you can keep it for next turn too. Yeah, there's no harm in keeping it. He's gonna keep it, and he'll assign him a lock with DGS's ability. No bullseye though, so you can't assign the strain. He's got that going for him. Next, we do have the Bactoid probably going with the procket. Yeah, here comes the procket. Yeah. So if he is lucky, this could eviscerate him. He's gonna do it. I need to make sure I mark that on energy shell charges has been spent. Here we go. 5 dice.
And the Bactoid prototype does have a target lock on BB-8, so he can re-roll these as well.
And he's got FCS, so that's all he needs. Yeah, FCS is all he needs right there. That's good. Yeah, you need 2 squiggles right now. Or at least 2 paint. That's 2 squiggles. Hey. So he's taking 2 crits. He could live. Unlikely. Disable power regulator. Okay. We got an ion.
Well, no, he flipped the deck, so...
Oh, he flipped the deck. Whoops.
He's trying to shuffle.
Good old
there
Australian
we go.
Here we go. Hull breach. All right. Well, the second crit is going to happen regardless. So hull breach isn't terrible for your first crit. And second crit is console fire.
Console fire.
He gets to shoot back. Well, maybe.
Yeah, because we still have
2 more shots.
2 I-1s.
Yeah, I forgot about that. There's still 2 more shots coming in. Oh, that's brutal. It does put Dyllan on the board, though. Only bad thing is you've just spent... Prockets are what, 6 points? and energy shells are 5. You spent 11 points trying to get, and you've got 14 points out of the equation. Just how dice go sometimes. DFS doing another energy shell charge.
Yes, Prockets are 6.
Nope. We have maybe accidentally changed the. Do we change the thing? What's going on with the gas cloud? Spends a calculate. One turns into a crit with the energy shell charges ability. So let's see what we've got here. And that'll kill him. BB-8 is off the board. That is now 27 points for Dyllan. It is a wounded pilot. It won't matter.
I'm not sure if I would have spent that energy shell charge there on BB-8.
You do see the Horchow prototype doing the energy shell charge onto Rose, I believe. 2 of 8s, nice. Get him out there. Yeah, the energy shell charge on that isn't. I don't know if it's the greatest thing you can do, or the greatest the greatest use of it, but it did kill confirm, and they can always do an action to reload it, so it's not the worst thing in the world. Here comes Lieutenant Bastion, range 2. Cold Hard, yeah. I mean, Gorgle is way out there. I kind of expected him to go faster towards Tubbs, but I think he may have backed off when Tubbs did the 4K. Tubbs did a 4K to try to prevent the flank, and I think he did a good job of scaring Gorgle away. But it does mean both players have 2 ships that are just in the middle of nowhere right now. Just in no man's land. There is 1 damage going through on the Bactoid prototype. Bastion's going to use his ability to get a lock, I believe. I mean, it's a free lock. Or deplete. I guess you can take a deplete if you want.
Let's take the deplete.
I don't think Dyllan's going to correct him on that. Gorgle's got nothing, it looks like. Rose has got nothing. And we get Jess Pava. Pava's only going to get the 1 reroll here.
Yeah, it showed Rose as being at range 2 of Jess there.
Yeah, she's only at range 1. She only has 1 at range 1, so.
Doesn't get any rerolls.
No, she's got 1.
Oh, wait, is it 0 to 1?
Yeah, 0 to 1.
Yeah. Yeah, 0 to 1.
Alt start button. So
It's
range 1.
It's been a while since I've looked at Jess.
Yep. Spooky damage deck. Yeah, I know. Dyllan has gone all out for the Halloween event. Password to this room is actually spoopy, to make it even better. We're going to see... Oh, she's not focused. She boosted. Man, that's a bummer. Yeah, that's not her calculate. That's BB-8's calculated. He died. She gets a reroll. 2 crits going into the Bactoid. Bactoid is fine.
Yes, the Bactoid is going to be like, you know what? I will spin this calculator.
Yeah,
it looks like he's thinking about it.
Oh, man, you spend the calculate. There's no reason to keep that. Avoid damage where you can, you know.
Oh,
he can. Yeah, okay. Yep. So network calculations, of course. It doesn't require the calculating ship to have that same ability. So he can take that off of the HMP. Meanwhile, the HMP cannot do the same thing. So it's an interesting choice to take it off the HMP. I think the thought process is the Bactoid might be getting blocked next turn. That might be his thought process. I don't know. I do know right now, I mean, I'll tell you what, a 3 hard out of Tubbs looks really good depending on, well, I guess it depends on what Gorgle did. If Gorgle did a 1 or 2 hard to the outer edge of the board, then he's in danger of being outflanked. But honestly, Tubbs goes in and flanks the rest of Dyllan's squad. I mean, that seems like a solid choice here. Saban, thank you for the follow. Bactoid prototype at friendly... Yep. Can ignore calc or focus requirement. Actually, can ignore calc, focus, or lock requirements for the attack. And we saw him use that on the Procket shot that eliminated that, just tore poor BB-8 up. It's droid on droid violence. We don't want that. L3 wouldn't stand for that.
So I can actually see Dyllan going towards J-Chris here. I can see the droids going after J-Chris. Yeah, they'd fly through that cloud, but
Yeah, the dock. This is the Upside Down is a special event, a special tournament rerun where the initiative order is flipped. The only exception to that is Buzz Droids, which engage at I-7, which means they engage last still. We don't want them to engage first. You were saying, Joe? Sorry.
I could see Dylan bringing the droids down towards J. Chris's position.
Yeah, I
Because it'll be
wonder.
hard for Craig to turn those X-wings or turn those ships around to be able to actually influence that.
Yeah, they're gonna get blocked here almost certainly. Yeah, I'm with you on that. I'm interested to see what Dyllan decides to do. Those stabilizers on the HMP are still open, so they're not. We're not in side slip mode yet, or they're inactive. I think is the correct term.
Yes, inactive.
Inactive. So, how about that? Um, I can delete this. Let me remove that really quick. Really confused there for a second. Yeah. Yeah, if you're just tuning in, this is the Upside Down, a special tournament we've run over here at Team Jawa, where the initiative order has been flipped. It was our Halloween event that has lasted into November just because of the way time works. Oh, 4K out of Jess. That's an interesting move there. Very bold. I like it. But included with the fancy thing about the event, you also have a lot of fun Halloween-themed alt arts.
Yes.
So I might try to show off.
That's the reason why I played Rebel.
Yeah. Yeah, the Rebel ones are fun. The Rebel ones are Scooby-Doo themed, and they're being done by actually I don't know the artist's social media handle, so I would plug it. I might show you. I'll show you guys an example of one here soon. Rose barrel rolls, so she gets the stress. It is now Gorgle's time to move. Clips the gas cloud. That's close. You can still afterburner if needed.
I'm kind of surprised with Bastion's location. Gorgle missed a strain, and I'm sorry I cut you off there, Andrew.
No, you're good. I don't know about Bastion. I think he's okay. I mean, it really depends on where Dyllan takes these droids. He might block the droid as a lock on, which is kind of a bummer. Because obviously you want to get double modded shots where you can. Bastion may bump that Bactoid, or the other way around. I guess the Bactoid would be bumping him. But you can take some good shots into these vultures here. Afterburner charge? Are we seeing that happen, or is it pinpoint tractor array maybe?
Nope, he's living afterburners.
Okay. Afterburner straight. I imagine he still is going to pinpoint tractor array. Just to no, you probably still have a shot here. I don't think a shot at Tubbs would deter him from coming in. I could be wrong, but
I'm just thinking Bastion next round. I don't see him at all being able to avoid attaching those budget droids onto him.
Oh, I see what you're saying. Yeah, that could be a problem. You got shields, I guess, is my one statement. Tubbs closing the foils, doing the barrel roll focus. Giving it a stress. Browse. Hold on, I'm gonna pull something up really quick. Yeah, you're gonna big move for the bomber, trying to avoid that. Probably gonna reload it's a red reload. Well, do you care? So you can reload the
You can reload the prockets.
Yeah, it's not the worst situation. He is doing that. He's gonna reload the prockets. Yep. Seems good. Oh, whoops. Don't look at that for a second. What was that on stream? I don't know. Talk about that next round, or in between the next round.
Did a one hard with the DFS 311.
Yeah.
Did a
Uh,
barrel roll.
Probably gonna link that. Yeah, no reason not to.
Hmm.
Yeah, it goes over that. Doesn't care. Okay, we'd have to reload on the Prockets. Let me click that. Calculate all the calculate tokens, and the HMP is. I have to imagine you're gonna be flipping that side slip here.
Yeah.
I mean, that looks like perfect side slip range for next turn, but
And he did
he
flip
did.
it.
Yep. Yeah. Yeah, that looks like a really good place to do like a bank side slip or something like that. Okay. So, Tubbs going into Gorgle first.
Has him at range 2.
Yep, range 2 shot. You've got an unmodded Gorgle shot, excuse me. Unmodded onto Gorgle, so you've got a good chance to do some damage here. Nope.
Not with that kind of roll, though.
Heroic.
It was 2 against 3 with him.
Yeah.
Sadly doesn't have.
I know,
heroic.
no talent slot. No talent slot for the heroic there. That's a bummer. The good news is the 2 bank next turn seems to be a good move. This is 311. Oh, this is the Horchild prototype going into Rose.
And here's the problem for Rose right now.
Yeah, she isn't going to get any rerolls on this.
No.
Well, she gets heroic, so if she really blanks out, and she gets the anti-heroic roll, oof.
So that's a hit and a crit.
Yeah.
Did a barrel roll instead of the focus.
Yep, that hurts.
Yes. Oh, and
Direct.
it's a direct hit.
Ooh. Yeah, all of these I1s are really proving to be advantageous for Dyllan right now. Yeah, I mean, you calculate there and...
You've used both calculates. You don't want to, but...
Does he... Oh, yeah, you could take the friendly ship, too. Yeah, I think you do it. Get the kill confirmed.
Yeah, get the kill confirmed. Yeah, you might lose one of your... You might lose one of your...
Vultures.
Droid, but
yeah.
you need to.
No, Rose is at 1.
Rose is at 1.
She got direct hit.
She was direct hit.
Yeah, shield and then direct hit. He's going to leave it at 1. Surprising.
I don't think he gave him enough.
Oh, this is...
I don't think...
What happened there? Are you spending both? I think that may have been a miscommunication. Okay.
Yeah.
He's going to spend both. That makes sense. Okay.
So Rose just...
Yeah, she gone.
Rerolls?
Nah, nothing.
Just one taker. Nothing that they could do except...
Yep.
See how many damage she could avoid.
HMP DGS going into Bastion rather, excuse me, gets nothing, but he can take the lock onto Bastion now if he so chooses.
Yeah, because he has him in that front arc.
Yep, he's got him in the front arc. No bullseye, so he can't get rid of the strain, but he gets a free lock, so there you go, not bad. And then you're going to see Bastion go into... I mean, red or yellow, it doesn't matter. Maybe red, because yellow is stressed and is going to have a harder time turning around next turn.
Yeah, I almost would have gone into the HMP droid chip.
Yeah, I don't know, 4 dice.
1.
2 hits and a crit, that can do it. Yeah, Horchop prototype, Ace of Legend. Yeah, exactly. It's not going to do it. We're going to get a crit. It's a fuel leak. Oh, that means Jess could kill it with 1 crit. So.
Yep, next crit would kill it.
That is on the Horchild prototype. Fuel leak. Jess is going to range 2 that. No rerolls for her, unfortunately.
Well, she will with her charge.
She can't. It's each other friendly ship.
Ooh.
Yep. And she got 1 crit. It'll kill. Oh, no. Calculate. Almost got him. Yeah, Ace of Legend, Horchild prototype. Yeah, don't count out my boy Gargor. Here comes Gorgle with a... I mean, you got a range 3 shot on Jess, I guess?
Yeah, I'd take the range 3 shot on Jess.
It's a free shot, so you may as well take it and don't shoot through the cloud at the guy who was a focus. Nothing. So far, Dyllan's been doing a good job of forcing Craig to split his shots. while being able to focus fire down those pods, which is what
Yeah,
I mean, that's what I said at the start. Those pods are going to die fast. The question is now, how can he get through the beef of the X-wings now that he's kind of unloaded those energy shells and the discords and whatnot? I will say, if you are okay bumping with Bastion right now, I mean, Dyllan's kind of given you an out here, where you just do a one forward for a turn and you don't worry about those buzz droids. Unfortunately, that does mean next turn you have to worry about them, but
yeah, that corner of the ship will miss those buzz droids.
yeah, right now you really wish you had like a BB astromech on Bastion.
Yes.
BB the barrel out of the way, then do a bank and you're good to go. But I imagine Jess is gonna do like a one bank or something, maybe a one straight. I don't know.
I could see a one bank to the left.
Yeah. I can't
One bank.
imagine. I mean, I guess Bastion could do a 4K. Just say I don't care about the buzz droids. And that would also get him close enough to Jess for that reroll, depending on where Jess goes. So that isn't the worst situation, I think. You've got Tubbs coming up in the flank. Yeah, I mean, I think a 2-bank followed by a linked barrel roll focus will probably get you someone bullseyed. I don't know which way the side slip's going to go here for Dyllan. Your choices are go further towards the outer edge of the board or go towards the middle into the gas cloud swarm. Or the gas clouds, rather. I have to imagine he's going...
That'd be putting him in the range of
Tubbs.
Icarus there.
I feel like you go the other way. I mean, he has Seasoned Navigator, so worst case scenario, he just, goes the other way. But I have to think he might be going towards the middle just because there's more room. I don't know. I did say we were going to do this, so if you are participating in the Upside Down, you were given options to do we have some raffled ships going on. I'm going to throw up the HMPs on screen now. A little bit later in the game, we're going to raffle off these two beautiful bad boys here. Beautiful, if I do say so myself.
Pretty.
But these nice jack-o'-lantern HMPs to get the Halloween spirit up. I'll be raffling those off later. And again, that was for the people who are in the Upside Down. There were actually 3 options. You could have put your raffles into that basket, or the other 2 ships that we had on the raffle block, cutting block, whatever you want to call it. We had the Mystery Machine Ghost. Pop that up really quick.
Which I've put 2 of my tickets into that.
Yeah, with a nice Scooby-Doo shuttle to match. And then we also had the Asajj Ventress's Banshee Lancer class pursuit craft. I'll pull that one up really quick too. Just for those who aren't in the tournament, they can see what they're missing out on. And every Team Jawa tournament, we have some raffled ships that we like to give away. All you have to do to be eligible is just participate.
Jess and Bastion both did a 1 straight.
Yeah, I mean, I think you've delayed the inevitable with Bastion here on those buzz droids, but like, I don't know what else you would have done. I guess you could have done the 4K, but I do think that, I don't know. I'm a fan of what he has done here with Bastion. Craig just kind of going the 1 forward. And
a 4K probably wouldn't have fit Bastion in there.
Yeah, it would be close. I guess that's the one thing I'd be worried about too. Just the hard turn with Tubbs and does not clear stress. Interesting.
Oh.
Yeah, I think the barrel of the I think the bank to clear the stress and then the linked barrel roll focus would have gotten you into a decent place. But at the same time, this does maybe open your options up for next turn a little better. So, too hard for DFS 311. I think he's got a shot on Jess. It'd be close. Maybe reloads. Nope.
Tubbs' ability to clear stress, he has to do a blue maneuver,
yep.
Mr. Rocker Cocker.
Yeah, it's got to be blue. Unfortunately, he did a white maneuver. He did the 3 hard. The Horchild bumps into Jess. Okay, I guess. Like, you're not. I don't think you're super upset if you're Dyllan right now about that.
No, because now
Yeah,
only one good shot is coming in at the Horror
yeah,
Call prototype.
yeah. You got Bastion, but it's unmodded 4 dice. You've got a good chance to live. Um, yeah, he only helps if you're double stressed or if there's an ally who's stressed because it's in friendly ship range 0 to 1. One thing we did see the other day on stream was a player flew him through the debris cloud, and because Tug's ability and the debris would happen at the same time, he gained the stress from the debris and then cleared it immediately from doing the blue maneuver, so he could still get an action after going over debris. It's not bad, but I don't know if it's worth it for the amount of points you have to spend on him. Yes. I think he's 48 points. If I'm not mistaken, he's more expensive than Bastion. And like 6 more points than the generic I1 X-Wing. Which, I don't know. That seems maybe not worth it. Can he bump Jess into Bastion, not run into the buzz droids? Yeah, I guess he could, Henry. I don't know if that's going to help him that much. Yeah, he could. But I think you're running the risk of hitting the buzz droids with Jess. Or alternatively, you don't give Jess a shot.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm with you, Jeremy. Depriving Jess a turn of active shots, it's not worth it, I don't think. At that point, just take the crit, take the shield, and get mods and try to do some damage. Right now, you're behind by 58 or 54 points, which isn't a whole lot. I mean, that's just the HMP. But the problem is you are running out of time. I'm a great lover of stupid ideas. Hey, I don't blame you. I do not blame you. I would also... I understand that completely. It looks like we were getting Seasoned Navigator out of the side slip here.
Mm-hmm.
You gonna be moving it? What are we doing?
I don't know. I think that it's acting up on him.
Oh, whoops. I had the wrong button on the timer. We are at 32 minutes. We'll do that.
And they just paused the timer.
Yeah, I saw it. Yeah, I tried to pause it and I hit stop by accident. So I'm going to count us down to 22 seconds and then I will pause it. Looks like we're respawning the dial, maybe. General.
I don't think that since he had to recreate the HMPs, I don't think that the dial recognized this HMP on here.
Oh.
And recognized that he had the repulsor lift stabilizers.
Yeah. A little technical difficulty to manual side slip. I'm gonna hop in there really quick and get this sorted out. Actually, you know what, Joe? Tell him to just respawn the ship. Oh, never mind, he got it. Yeah, that's what he's doing. Just go tell him to respawn the ship and replace it, and it should recognize the side slip now with the new dial. While Joe is doing that, let me actually check here. Probably gonna have to go. I'm a great lover of stupid ideas. Yep, check chat. We're just still on right spot. I mean, what are you guys thinking right now? Do you think there's still a chance to come back for Craig? I mean, I think he's got a legit chance still. I don't think he's that far off. But he's definitely in the... he's definitely not in the greatest position at the moment. But you've got those T-70s can do so much damage. And they can they have good staying power. That if you can get some good shots, if you can clear these two vultures pretty quick, that'll get you most of the way there. 28 and 26. Actually, that would get you exactly there. So I guess if you can clear these two vultures, you've got a good chance of coming back. Did we get the side slip? Did it work? I think we worked. Looks like a side slip to me. Yeah. Okay. Restart timer. Maybe. I'll tell you right now, if I am Dyllan, I wish I had some kind of sort of bomb on some sort of payload on the HMP because man, Tubbs is in perfect drop position.
Yes, yes, he
This
is.
is that position where you're like, oh man, if I had a prox mine right now, I would be I'd be perfect. Um,
Yes.
okay.
And so basically, they started the timer again.
Yep, I got it.
Basically, they were asking how to manually do it
Yeah,
instead of trying to do all that shenanigans of respawning and everything. And
cool,
I just told them where to find it in the notebook and
cool,
make it work that way because it worked out great.
sweet.
Um,
Range one, I think, into the HMP. Yeah, here we
it
go.
is range one.
One crit,
Ooh,
not the roll you wanted.
no, it's not. Especially since he can avoid it now if he so chooses,
He's gonna
and
spend
he
the calc.
chooses to.
Yeah, I mean that's your most expensive ship. No reason to take the damage on it if you don't have to.
Yeah.
The HMP is probably shooting Jess. I have to imagine.
Yeah, there's no reason to shoot through a cloud.
Yeah, you got to reroll. It's an unobstructed shot. Go for it.
Yeah, and there is a target lock, not his target lock, but at least there's a target lock on Jess, and he hasn't done a reload of his energy shell charges, which wouldn't matter anyways because he doesn't have a calculate.
Yeah.
Gets to reroll one.
One crit.
It's crit. So let's see what Jess can do. Nah,
Natties.
she can eat. She's like,
I'm
what are
good.
you talking
Yeah,
about? A
what
crit?
crit?
There ain't no crit. Got Tubbs at range 3. Um, can't do the prockets, but hit crit in the Tubbs. Oof.
Tubbs
Ooh,
taking
and
two.
Tubbs is going to take both of them.
Two shields
Still
on
on the
Tubbs.
shields, but not what you want to see.
Yeah, when you're down by points, taking two on a ship that I mean, even when full, taking two on a ship is not good when you're already down and trying to claw your way back.
Yes.
All right, we've got the return. Let's start with Bastion. Yeah, Bastion's going to be going into the. I don't know which ship he actually pinged. I think it's the Horchow prototype.
Yeah, I'm pretty
Ooh,
sure it's
not bad.
he didn't even pull up a he didn't pull up a range ruler on it,
Yeah,
so it has to be the Hayor.
yeah, that'll kill it.
Yes.
That's what
Two
you
hits.
needed.
Yep.
That is definitely what you want right now. And just like that, you've cut Dyllan's lead by half. Jess gets the downtown shot on the Bactoid prototype. Still has that reroll active. Or no, she
But
doesn't.
Bastion,
No, Bastion's out. Yeah.
yeah, Bastion's out.
Well, two hits. Hey,
Oh,
that's half. All of a sudden, the lead is way more manageable. It's 10 points. This game is back on.
yes.
Oh, man. This is going to
That
be
is
a.
not what you wanted to see if you were Dylan.
No, absolutely not. But for me, as a commentator, I'm glad to see it because now I'm kind of excited.
Yes, yes.
Now
We
this
have
this game is
28 minutes left.
yeah, this game is more exciting now. Not to say it wasn't exciting before, but now
Yeah.
it's just more. It's not as one-sided as it seems.
Yes.
That is the funny thing about those resistance transport pods is they're super cheap. So even when you lose them, you're not behind by that much. Like I like both of them, but like again,
You're just kind of like, whatever, we're
yeah,
good.
4 health, two
It's
die
all good
shot,
here.
whatever. The good thing they did was they took heat off the T-70s for the first few turns.
Yes.
Um,
And all those energy shell charges
yep.
that were
Yeah,
pumped into them, it's
yeah. You got the munitions out of the way.
yeah. Now, I think I am about to announce on here about the Naughty and Nice League
Oh
for Team
yeah, yeah,
Jolly Andrew.
yeah. Let's do that. Go
Uh,
ahead and do a plug for our next event.
yes, so Team Jawa is presenting the Naughty and Nice League. It's a league it's a 5 round league during the holidays. It's each round's going to be over a week long. That way, you can spend time with family and spend minimal time with strangers, unless you think we're friends. Preferably, we hope you all think of us as friends. But it's going to be a 5 round tournament. Uh, for it, you had to uh, instead of creating a list and putting it on the tabletop organizer, uh, you're actually going to create a ban and required list of every faction. So whenever you're matched up, yes, thank you, Andrew.
Yeah,
Whenever you're matched up, you get to look at what the list is of your opponent, and they get to do the same for you, and you get to decide which faction you're going to play, understanding that you can't fly the ships that they have banned, and you have to fly the pilot that they have required. And for each round, you cannot play the same faction twice in this
yep.
league. You have to pick a different faction every single round. I will be the tournament organizer, even though it's not a tournament organizer, it's a league organizer. I'll be the tournament organizer of it. And if you haven't joined the Team Jawa Discord, I have put the announcement on the Renegades Discord. Who else? Right now, I think that's about it. I think I did put it on the Mid Missouri Discord as well.
I'm going to throw it in the chat right now. If that sounds interesting to you, join the Discord. You can find more information about it. Again, that is the Team Jawa Naughty and Nice League. You get to ban some pilots from factions. So let's say you hate Darth Vader or you hate Wedge Antilles, something like that. Boba Fett. Yeah, those are the common things I think we'll see banned a lot. You get to ban those players from playing those, and you can say, hey, I want you to figure out a list that works with, like, Bodhi Rook or something. Or with Night Beast. Figure it out.
Yeah.
So it's a fun way to get some... I know, Wedge is my boy, too. My dog's name Wedge. But still, players... I know many Imperial players who aren't fans of him. But it's a nice, fun way to play some lesser-known pilots, and we're going to have a lot of fun with it over the holiday. We do see Bastion going over that. Buzz Droid finally. Entry fee is $5, and you have a chance to win any of the Team Jawa alt arts that we've done throughout the year. We've done 4 events this year, and you've got a good chance to win some cool cards if you missed out on some of our events.
Yes, and have a chance to win some salvaged cards as well, which yep. You'll know more if you decide to join.
Yeah, I can throw up an example of one of our cards right now. Actually, let's look at. So this one is, this is from our Halloween event. It's the Great Pumpkin Charlie Brown. We have Kylo Ren as Charlie Brown, of course. And after you defend, you can spit a force to assign the Good Grief condition to the attacker.
This grief.
Is done by the fabulous Rebecca Ash, I believe is how you pronounce that. But yeah, you have a chance you can win that and any other card that we've done since over the past few months during quarantine. We've been having fun with these online tournaments, and we will continue to do so. We did see Bastion did the barrel roll focus off of the Buzz Droids. Tubbs is still not doing a blue maneuver. Still choosing just to electing to keep that stress and get in the fight a little faster. Pava did the 4K. I think the one mistake I think that Craig has been doing this game has been not keeping Pava closer to her allies.
Yes, and that's a strain on an HMP droid gunship that isn't going to do anything.
Yeah, it's a strain that's not on a ship that isn't taking shots. I mean, oh well.
Yeah.
Is he gonna flip the repulsor lifts? Checking for that. Looks like he is indeed flipping them.
Yeah.
I don't know. Here, I'm like, maybe do the 2 hard off. Yeah, that seems like a decent time to flip them. I don't know. Back droid See, I
That
don't.
might be a range 2 bullseye
Yeah,
shot right
that's
there.
the scary thing. Is he at range 2 right now? Um, I guess you could always target lock to find out.
He
Yeah, he
already
gets going
had
to
the target
lock.
lock on him.
Oh, he does.
Yeah, so
Yeah, I mean, I guess calculate. You got 2 of them now. Beef up that
uh,
shot. I think it's
I
range
think that
3.
is range 2.
I
I
think
think
it's
that's
range
range
3.
2.
It's gonna be real close.
And then I would almost barrel roll calculate with this dude.
What did Gorgle do? What move did he do?
He
One
did a
hard.
Signor's Loop 3.
Oh, okay. Interesting.
And now you have this DFS 311 that's only going to be taking 1 shot.
Yeah.
So each one of Dyllan's ships that is being shot at will only take 1 shot.
I don't even know if he's in shooting range for DFS through 11. That's close. Yeah, he doesn't have him. Yeah, that barrel got him out.
So there's only 1 shot being taken by Craig here.
Mm-hmm.
Why is he pulling up?
I think he's pulling up range to see if he can pass a calculate. He can throw one to the HMP. He's going to do so. Okay, I guess. Honestly, I would have considered giving it to the Bactoid drone. Prototype, rather. Just in case you've got that bracket shot. But he does.
He does.
Here it comes. Yeah, this could be rough. Here comes the bracket.
Yeah, because it just says if a friendly ship, and he's a friendly ship to himself.
Yep. You bit the lock, so I guess you spend it here.
Yeah.
Yeah, why not? Oh, man.
Ooh,
4 hits and a crit. Yeah.
And that's going to have tubs, even with 2 evades.
So he's going to take 1 shield, 1 hit, and then our crit is...
Oh, man.
Yeah, flip that.
Waiting with bated breath.
Hull breach.
Jeez. Both hull breaches coming out in this game.
Are there only 2 in the deck?
Yes. The only ones with multiples, to my knowledge, is direct hit and fuel leak. That has
everything
more
has...
than.
Yeah.
More than 2.
I think direct is 4. I don't remember. Range
Direct
1
is
and 2.
5 and hull leak is 4.
This is range 2 into Bastion. 2 crits, or I'm sorry, tubs. 2 crits, but with the hull breach, everything's a crit anyways, so. Well, this could be rough. Oh man, if only you had the focus. My kingdom for a focus.
And the bad thing is, Tubbs pulled the whole deck again.
Yep. Sensor array and power regulator.
That's definitely not disabled power regulator. He pulled the whole he pulled the whole stack, so
Oh, did he?
Yeah.
Oops. I got it. Fuel leak.
Yeah. So this is 2 hits.
2 hits going into Pava.
Yes, into Pava.
And there'll be shields on her. Yeah.
Him losing J-Chris like that.
Yeah, losing Tubbs. I mean, that's not what you needed this round. I am surprised he went that way with his list. I guess he was expecting... I don't know. I don't know why you push that way so hard and try to, I guess, go after Gorgle, but...
Yeah, I'm not sure.
Bastion range 3. For an average roll, you've got to focus. Bastion should only be rolling 2, I think. Yeah, it doesn't matter. He avoids it anyways. Yeah, it should only be rolling 2 because of the foils, but at that point it doesn't matter when you roll.
Yeah, since he avoided it.
Yeah.
There's...
And we see
Hmm.
nothing out of Gorgle. Gorgle has not been putting in a lot of effort, or a lot of damage in this game, but he has been. I think he kept Tubbs out of the fight for a while, so he's been a good distraction piece. Pava can shoot the buzz droids if she wants. I wonder if they remember that. Maybe not. I usually forget that myself.
Mm-hmm. The only time I remember is, oh crap, these blood droids are attached to my ship.
Yeah, right.
And right now, there are no turnaround options for Craig here. Both ships are stressed.
Yeah, I mean, the 2 bank out of Pava maybe seems decent. 1 bank out of Bastion, you can hopefully try to trap Gorgle. What's Gorgle's style look like? All the banks and straights are blue except the 4-5. Yeah, I don't know. Nantic's style so good.
Yes, yes it is.
It's almost like these things were oppressive for a while.
No, I hated Nantex's before Spantex.
Oh yeah, Nantex has been such a weird place since their inception. When you could run 4 with Ensnare, it was awful. When you could run 6 with Crackshot, it was awful. I mean, but the problem is like what they've done in between them, you never saw them on the table because the points weren't good enough, and they nerfed Ensnare to all hell. So.
Mm-hmm. Like, Ensnare's 28 points on some pack.
Yeah, it's 21 on the I3 generic. 2 bank out of Pava to clear stress. Takes a focus. Yeah, I don't know what you do with the Nantex right now. Burn it, I guess.
Yeah.
That's about all I got.
Burn it with fire.
Burn it with fire. Perfect.
Hmm.
Bastion is debating on the foil open, I think.
Well, he changed his
Oh, wait, wrong button.
maneuvers.
Maybe he assigned the wrong dial. We got it going? Alright, we got it going. It's gonna open foils?
No, he's keeping them closed.
Okay. Clearing stress, not the target lock.
Barrel focus.
Yeah, I guess he's here trying to trap Gorgle maybe. I almost wonder if you don't focus. I don't know. The stress there is questionable whether or not you take it. He got the bump. Not bad.
Yeah, but again, you only have one ship flying.
Yeah, I almost, like I said, I think I would have maybe not taken the focus just because I think he was going for bump there. And you've got enough health that it's like you don't really need the defensive focus at the moment.
I would almost tractor being Gorgle to get the bullseye shot onto Jess.
Oh yeah, you do the pinpoint tractor way, you get the bullseye on Jess, or you do the range 1 turret onto Bastion.
Yeah.
Either way, I think you're in a good place. I forgot they can do that. Yeah, that's the thing. You get the bump. You get the bump, and it still doesn't matter.
That's the reason why I hated Nantex before the Spantex.
Yeah, it's a good reason. I mean, you get the bump, and it doesn't matter. They can still hop off and take a shot. I mean, it's...
Yep.
It is a bummer. Here you go.
Oh, jeez, I hate Spantex. I hate Nantex.
Yeah. Yeah, it's a weird ship, and I don't know what you do I don't know what you do to it from a game designer standpoint. I really do not know what you do with it. Like, I don't know. I'm in half a mind to say, like, you just delete it entirely from the game, and half a mind to say, like, oh, it's almost there, but I don't know.
Delete it from the game and be like, look, none of y'all like Spantex anyway.
Yeah, you can only fly 1 Nantex in a list. Every pilot's limited now. No worse than Slave 1. I agree with that, Toby. I hate Slave 1 as well. Slave 1 where you're like, oh, I've set up a perfect kill box in Boba, and then he just says, I'm going to go the other way, and I'll see you later. Yeah. I see what you did there. Good job. You did good. I'm just going to go left instead of right, and I'm good to go. I also think that, speaking of Slave 1, I also do not like how there's 2 Slave 1s now. with the Django Fed expansion or the Sys Fire Spray. They're both cards are called Slave One, so it's like, why didn't you just call it Django Slave One or something? Because now you're gonna have to specify Slave One, the one that lets you move, instead of the one that lets you change results. Slave Two.
Slave 2.
There you go.
There
That's it.
there actually is a Slave 2 that looks nothing like a fire spray. So
Oh yeah, I think I've seen that.
I can't remember exactly what it looks like.
Yeah, I don't remember where it's from, but I remember it looks like, I think it looks more like a YV. I think.
Something.
Gets the strain on the HMP. Slave .9. Yeah.
Let me look it up. Make sure that I put it down as Star Wars.
Oh yeah, please. Things might get a little hairy if not. You get the target lock onto target locking Bastion. Okay. Clearance stress with that one. Mr. Rocker
So
Cracker has it. Oh yeah, he's got it. Yeah, he got it in the chat. There you go. Yeah, it looks kind of like an E-wing almost.
I think that's kind of like an attack shuttle.
Okay, yeah.
The original attack shuttle from that was on Ghost. So Phantom 1.
Yeah, weird.
That's what it kind of looks like to me.
That is a very strange, like, I don't know. It's kind of like a cheese wedge with a wing on it. Here we go. Range 2 to Pava.
And he'll be able to get a target lock on here.
Now, he's already got one.
No, that was from the hair roll.
Oh, gotcha. 2 hits, not bad.
Who needs a reroll? Anyway?
Yeah, who needs a reroll? Pava can spend the focus or just take half. She's going to take half. Okay. Yeah, at this point you gotta push some offense through.
Dyllan's missing that trigger on the being able to get the.
He's got one. Lock. He's already got one on Bastion. I don't think he necessarily wants it there, but I don't know.
Has a target lock. What is it?
Scum. The combination of Scum Slave 1 got caught by Automod on Twitch. They didn't like that. Automod didn't like that, Toby. Yeah, maybe it gets rid of Slave 1 in the next points update. I don't think so, but that would be interesting. Range 1 into Bastion. Spending the calculate from his friend. Bastion gets...
It was range 2.
Was it?
And yes. Going back into it, he was able to find that, and I think he spent the focus token there.
Yeah, it doesn't surprise me that Automod doesn't like that. I think it's also the combo of it. Looks like he did spend the focus to avoid the damage.
Spend that calculate.
Yep, DFS 311 giving that calculate to Gorgle.
If he spent that calculate, that's 3.
I think he did.
He re-rolled since he was tractored. He tried to keep from spending the calculate.
Tractored.
Gorgle's ability?
Oh no, he has Predator. No, you're thinking of Chertek. Gorgle's ability is he can repair stuff. Pava takes 2 more.
Oh no, he re-rolled.
He had Predator.
Oh.
Yeah, I missed it too. Hey, what's up, Justin? You missed it. We had a raid from Old Hexiled raided us with 42 people. And some of them have stuck around, like Mr. Toby Z here. Range 1, 2, DFS 3, 11, and your focus for sure, because that's a kill confirm at this point. Oh, it's not actually. I'm sorry.
No, it's not. He's full health. But
I'm sorry, I thought he had 1 damage. Oh, that is demoralizing.
It really is.
You get everything you needed, and then it's still you don't get them. Yeah, that is definitely demoralizing.
Justin, it's good to see you joining us.
Hey, don't knock our streams too much, Justin. We usually get around 10. This is double that what we usually get, but you know, we still get around 10 usually.
Yeah.
Oh man.
Hmm.
Hello, people. General Kenobi. Cool. Oh man, you got 6 minutes left. Yeah, this game. I think may be too far gone for Craig. Bastion
Yeah.
can't turn around. Pava is probably going to be initiative killed.
Four commentators for the next game.
Oh no, no.
Oh. No.
That's gonna be a big no for me, dog.
We used to do 3, and
Three's too much. Yeah.
it got a little crowded. A little.
Yeah.
Someone was always getting stepped on.
Yeah. Two is a good number here. Everyone will get a chance to talk. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, this game is. I think this might be Dyllan's to. I mean, this is Dyllan's to lose at this point, but I think it might be too far gone for that too.
They just pulled all the tokens off.
Did they? Are they calling it?
Let me go in there and check.
Yeah, double check with them. While he checks that, I am going to open up the raffles. General. He just called it. Yeah. Yeah, alright. Before we do some post-game chat with them, I'm going to pull up my favorite thing, which is random.org. It's not my favorite thing, but you get the point. And we are going to do a very quick raffle for these HMPs. So, yo dog, I heard you like commentary. 9-man Aces High went fine. Yeah, it was a mess to watch. As someone who's watching it. All right.
Yes, they did decide to go ahead and call it.
Yep, I saw that. I'll switch over there in a second. I'm going to go ahead and do our raffle for the HMP. Right. And the number we pulled is number 46. And that ship is going to go... Hold on, let me pull that up again. Where's my sheet? Why can't I find Google? Why are you doing this to me? That is going to Hayden Dillard. Hayden Dillard has won the 2 HMPs. So congrats to you, Hayden. And then I think we'll come back. I think we're just gonna call it here, maybe.
Yep.
So we will be back in about an hour, a little under an hour. At 7:30, we're gonna come back live for the next match, which is another top 4 match between Kyle Trubert and Josh Orlinski. Hopefully, we'll see some of you guys there. And thanks for checking out the channel. And we'll see you later.
Yes.
All right, we'll see you in a bit.
See you in a bit.